the second best defensive performance in your 18 years. Nebraska had 39 points one year. What did you think of the defense tonight?
You're on mute, Coach.
Good. You guys got me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we guarded well. You know, they missed some open looks. Let's not get too carried away. But, you know, they had 35 with 1 minute left. And we didn't guard them the last minute. But I was pleased. You know, we labored offensively. We got a lot of good looks. We didn't make them. But, you know, we did some good things where I think we're getting better. And certainly it was nice to see our bench have a big game. You know, I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought Bryce and Juan and Mitch too. I thought Mitch had a great game. Just didn't really rebound it great, but I thought they all played very well and all were very important in us getting this road win.
Hey, Coach, 4 straight wins now, all by double digits. Now you've got the last 3, Texas Tech, Texas, and Baylor. Do you like where your team's at headed to this stretch?
I actually do. I think that we're getting better. I think our best ball's still ahead of us. You know, I told our guys that you never want to look at your schedule and say, if we can just get through these 4 games with wins, and we'll set ourselves up pretty well. But you know, we're 10-5 in the league, and you know we have a chance. Now, granted, we got probably as tough a schedule as anybody, but you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think Texas Tech still has us, Texas, and Baylor left, and you know, Oklahoma still got Baylor and who else do they have? Baylor and Texas and Oklahoma State twice left. I mean, so there's a lot of teams. West Virginia, I don't know exactly who they have. They still have Baylor twice and Texas. So everybody's got a hard schedule. Now, granted, I don't know if we'll get in all the games, but you know, if all the games were to be played, we put ourselves in a position to have a chance to play for second. So that would be a great accomplishment with this group. And you know, nobody's going to catch Baylor, but I feel better about our team probably than I have, you know, than midway through December. I think we're getting better. We're just not making shots.
Are you getting closer to the point where you're expecting that from your bench, what those guys did tonight?
That's probably a little bit of a stretch, but I think Bryce getting more comfortable, he can give us more as we move forward. You know, Bryce was, you know, he rebounded the ball well. His activity level was great. I thought he did a lot of good things that didn't have anything to do with scoring. You know, he got a couple of layups, but he made a nice little, you know, foul line jumper off a ball screen that'll give him confidence. I thought he was good, and I thought Mitch was really good. He drew 3 charges. He only got credit for 2, but he drew 3. But Juan, to me, was the guy that, you know, he needs to look to score. And you know, even though he's not going to score a lot, but when he looks to score, he puts pressure on the defense, and he's got good vision. So, you know, I thought he was good. So, you know, we're a different team when we can rest those starters a little bit.
Bill, when you watch the tape defensively this last handful of games during your winning streak, how's it look? What looks different than compared to maybe January to you defensively?
I think our energy level's better. I think we're defending the arc better, even though, you know, it's a good or bad shot when it leaves your hand, not if it goes in or not. And I think there were many times in January where we actually played decent defense and they made threes. And there's been many times in the last 4 games we probably played bad defense and they missed threes. So, but I think we're defending the arc better, and we're not rebounding the ball like I think we can. But you know, I think our ball screen coverage is better, even though it wasn't fantastic tonight. It wasn't bad, and you know, we switch so much it eliminates all the actions, and it comes down to just guarding your man. And granted, you know, Tech and Texas and Baylor, they got guys they can go get their own late in the shot clock, where some of the teams that we played recently aren't as good at that like us. But I think we're guarding our man better.
As much as you switch, does it take a little while for guys to pick up on that and maybe to be able to do it together when it's a kind of a newer group?
I don't think so. You know, we've been switching since the guys reported in August, so yeah. I don't think that is this the deal, CJ? I think what the deal is we changed our ball screen, how we guard ball screens differently. And that does take time. And I said this the other day on a podcast, and I don't say very many smart things, but I actually thought it was decent after I thought about it. When you put in a new offense and you play 3 days later, it's going to look like crap. It's not going to be very good. I remember when Wayne Simeon hurt his hand, and we put in our little fist action, and I thought it was ready, and Georgia Tech has us down like 17-2 to start the game. We can't get a shot off, but that offense got pretty good, and I kind of feel like that's where our defense is. When we kind of changed up, we weren't very good at it, and now we're getting a little bit better, and I think guys are getting more confident with it.
Do you have any idea if this team is more comfortable in these low-scoring type of games? You played a handful of them lately, and that's obviously better defense by you guys. But do you think that suits this team better, playing these types of games?
I think what our team is understanding is we need to guard like all games will be these type of games because we can labor to score so much. So, I don't know. I think everybody would rather score points, but one thing about it, you win by 18 in a low scoring game. That's 24 in a medium scoring game and 28 in a high scoring game. So I think that even though it doesn't maybe look as pleasing watching it, but it's something that our team has to buy into winning that way. And if we do that, then, we can be in the games in the last 5 minutes against the best teams.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, you mentioned laboring to score. How much more challenging are these next 3 games going to be, just in terms of the level of competition is step up and that sort of thing?
Oh, it'll be challenging. I mean, when you play the best teams, it's always challenging. But we won at Texas Tech and scored 57 or whatever it was, or 58. I mean, so it's okay, whatever it is. I mean, the situation, we know that if the score's in the 80s, it probably doesn't benefit us when you're playing really good competition, because it'll be harder for us to get 80 against really good competition, especially teams at guard. So I think our guys are bought into this, and that's something that we've been trying to get them to do for a long time. So I'm in no way, shape, or form going to diminish what we've done, because they're actually doing exactly what I want them to do, is learn how to win ugly. And they're getting confidence playing that way.
Bill, you guys have 10 victories, more than any team in the Big 12. After a slow start, what do you think of that?
Well, I think that's very misleading, GB, because we've played 15 games and a lot of teams have played 12. So I think that's misleading. If you look at it that way, we're winning the league and Baylor's in second place. I think they've got 9 wins or something like that. So if I'm not mistaken, but I'm when we were 6-5, I thought it'd be really good to be 10-5. So we'll take it. We'll take it. I wish we could get one back. We get one back, that puts us at 11-4, and we would be in sole possession of second place right now. But we didn't, so we just got to go, play really well these last 3 games.
What did you think of the atmosphere at Bramlage compared to when it's normal?
I mean, I hate to say this, there's no atmosphere. There's no atmosphere when we played in Ames, and when they came to Lawrence, there's basically no atmosphere compared to what it usually is. We usually get K-State's, I would think, and I don't want to be presumptuous, but we get their best crowd each year, and it wasn't that way tonight. So there was no atmosphere compared to what it usually is, and just like when teams come to our place, it's no atmosphere compared to what it usually is. I think our fans has done a good job of helping us as much as they can, but compared to what it was, if it was a 10, it's a 1. And that's the way it is at other places too. So, and that's not being negative at all. That's just factual. You guys, I don't know how many of you guys came to the game tonight, but you guys saw it too. And I'm sure it felt the same way when K-State came to our place.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.